Hello, everybody. Hello.
This is my favorite part. I'm a big flute solo guy. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yes. Hello, RJ City.
Hi, Jessamyn Duke.
That's.
And thank you for having me on your thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say welcome back. This is what, like the third video, I think. Fourth.
Thanks for remembering.
What?
Serious Sam, Dreadhalls, Double Dare. Guts.
This is the fourth.
Nickelodeon Guts.
You're right.
Now I'm on a Nick kick, as they say in the biz.
That's good. This is good because I haven't played this game.
Right?
And I feel like after sending you into a full-blown panic attack.
Which happens every week, but go ahead.
Yeah, but I don't usually...
Right, you're not responsible
I'm not the
for it.
trigger for it, and I definitely wasn't that, so... I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yes.
And as a peace gesture, you
like
decided to play Double Dare with me.
Yeah.
Right? So you played that with me. Now, what did you glean from that experience in terms of playing a game with me?
Well, you're more of a gamer than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
You're really good at stupid, useless trivia.
Well, that we knew.
We knew.
Yes.
And you're not a gracious winner.
No, but I won.
But neither am I.
And you're not a gracious loser either because you lost.
No. Well, that's
You lost.
That's true.
You lost. And you blame the game.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
Well, let's see how well our grace shines through today as we play 1994's Nickelodeon Guts on Super Nintendo.
Right. And we are, just for the record so everyone knows, we're playing on an emulator on a website.
So let's all relax.
We have to play with the Xbox controllers. It's a bit...
What a janky setup this is.
It's kind of janky.
It's a little bit of a podunk production.
It's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of my thing.
Okay.
It works.
Right.
It gets the job done.
Oh, now I'm player one.
You're player one.
Okay.
You're the guest.
Thank you.
You're the Nickelodeon guy.
And we're gonna do the full show.
Yes, we are.
I'm very excited. And you watched the show?
I have seen the show. I remember the show. It wasn't like a thing I was that I followed closely.
Right.
You know.
Right. Well,
Familiar.
I, on the other hand, had a lot of time as a child to do nothing, and this is what I did with it.
My parents made me go outside. I don't know if you had outside to play.
You
Canada?
out of your mind?
Canada,
Yeah, Canada. Yeah, everybody played. I played like hockey and When You Have To, and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Hockey seems like it would be miserable to play either way. Indoors, it's cold. Outdoors,
So
it's
much dressing up. You gotta put on the pants and the socks and the shoes. That's why I became a wrestler. It was so low maintenance for me.
It's just, I
You
can
know?
see that.
And the best part is about a wrestler, I wear trunks. I come out, I can't put my hands in my pockets. I have to go, this is me. It forces self-acceptance.
I see.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that in fighting. You kind of go out there with nothing. It's kind of nice.
Right.
It's kind of nice.
Wow, I'm
It's
gonna
kinda
pick
free.
this lighter girl here. She's only 97 pounds, 5 feet tall. Favorite sport? Gymnastics. Maybe a high flyer.
I'm going to go with this guy who is 98 pounds.
Do you know who that is?
No. This
Kenny King is actually a wrestler. He lived in Orlando. Universal Studios, Nickelodeon.
Wait.
They would pick people to do these things.
You know the people on it? Like, you know
Just the one
just him?
guy, yeah.
But I thought for a second you were making up a story. I thought you were inventing a story.
Why would I? Oh, that's not how I want to spell this name.
I'm sorry,
that
what?
didn't come out well.
Sorry, what? I'm gonna go with Duke. That way no one gets confused.
Yes, and I'm gonna go with one of my favorite names, Cecile.
Cecile.
Cecile. Cecile.
Do you have to say it like that? Cecile.
Do you name everything Duke? This is Duke Plays.
It
This
is.
guy's name is Duke.
It's just for
Good branding
simplicity.
purposes.
Yes.
You're trying to sell a few shirts?
Yeah.
I know how it works. I know the scam. We all have YouTube shows, lady. Oh, so this is
Everyone's doing
spirals. This is like you throw footballs. You got a bungee
Right.
and then throw the football in the hole.
Yes.
I'm on the left. Good setup.
Yeah, wait.
What a podunk production.
Oh my god, we're opposite. It's fine. I'm purple.
It's a fine.
It's
There we go.
Alright.
You gotta find the right rhythm. And not only, once you find it, you have to maintain it. You know? That's why it's 2 for me, and so far, and none
0.
for you. But I am a gracious
Oh, that was
winner.
definitely a hit. That was definitely...
You don't know how machines work. This show was hosted by the wonderful Mike O'Malley, who ended up being a wonderful comic foil on an underrated sitcom, I'll say, called Yes Dear. And the woman on it, well, of course, Marcia Gay Harden, I believe, and I can say that because it's her name, so relax, you don't have to bleep it out. And another woman who played the love interest, Rowena, in Mr. Holland's Opus.
You
listed a bunch of things you've never heard of before.
keep talking while I try to figure this out. Please.
You're doing great. Let me know when you get one.
I've yet to hit. I hit the net once.
You think you have it, and then you forget what it was, right?
I haven't hit it yet. I haven't found it yet.
Oh my! I've lost my groove.
What's your favorite sitcom
Stella got her groove back.
ever? Favorite sitcom?
Favorite sitcom? Situation comedy. I mean, I feel like saying Seinfeld is wrong in the same way people like the Beatles and people say my favorite wrestler is Hulk Hogan. I was like, yeah, everybody's like, what's the big deal, right? You're not listening to me at all. Am I talking to the home viewer?
Yes. And me. I'm listening. I can multitask.
Blowing this.
You're ahead.
What is my favorite sitcom?
Yeah.
Well, I will say
Way too early.
I enjoyed, and it's a very deep cut, and of course you've never heard of it. Get a Life, starring Chris Elliott, was one of my favorite sitcoms, and it's not one everyone should like. It's not something that everyone will get, much like myself. I'm perhaps an acquired taste. Only someone as warped as yourself would say, let's continue playing video games with this guy.
Yeah, it's been a weird experience. It's not really the way it normally goes. It's fine.
No.
But I enjoy the challenges that you present. It's different, you know?
Yeah.
You're
I
different.
love Maude, starring the wonderful Bea Arthur. The Golden Girls has its own, commercial renaissance, but I will certainly say Maude is the better sitcom.
Oh, all right.
You've never heard of Maude.
I have heard of Maude.
You have?
I have heard of Maude. Pretty much from your Twitter.
Okay.
It's pretty
See,
much...
I'm a gateway to another world, to another time.
Mm-hmm. I am so angry!
I even get one.
No!
Wow, 7. I was embarrassing too. You shouldn't feel too bad. That was a poor performance for me.
Like, every time just throwing it over the hoop.
Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. Didn't care if the whole world looked. Joan of Arc with the Lord to guide her. She was a sister who could really cook. Isadora was a first bra burner. Ain't you glad she showed up? Oh yeah. And when the country was falling apart, Betsy Ross got it all sewed up. And then there's Maude. And then there's Maude. And then there's Maude. And then there's Maude. And then there's got 'em compromising, enterprising, anything to tranquilize them. Right on, Maude. It's for the home viewer.
I'll work on it. I didn't know my part.
Wow. I'll probably hit you with it later. I'll be around.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything today.
Okay.
There we go. There's the long jump and the short jump. There's 2 jumps on this.
This could take me a while. This is not going to be good.
This was never good for me. It's one of those things that's, Oh, look at this fellow. Look at this Huckleberry.
Wow.
Got some extra time for myself, so keep your eyes peeled. Maybe you can pick up some extra time too.
I did make you player 1 for a reason, so I could see the things that you're doing before.
Yeah, I'm the canary in the minefield, if you will.
Yes.
Oh, there's even more time there.
This game, though.
Yeah, I had a childhood. What do you want from me?
I had a childhood. I played games. I just didn't play this one.
What did you do when you went outside?
We played in the woods.
Like, playing in the woods means what? Because I'm a person who, I respect nature enough to know I don't belong.
Yeah, I mean, we played a lot of, tag and hide and go seek. We built...
In the woods?
Yeah. Where else are you gonna play it?
No. Just on the street.
Yeah, well, I mean, but we didn't
Close your
have
eyes.
a street. We didn't have a street.
You didn't have a street. Do you hear what you're saying?
There's a road down at the bottom of the hill.
Gravel? You never saw pavements.
On the road at the bottom of the hill.
Fascinating.
Right, but then it was like a gravel or dirt road up the hill to our house. And yeah, we would play outside. We played a lot of different stuff. It really was like we entertained ourselves. You know, we had to just come up with...
I entertained myself by...
Oh my God.
I entertained myself by watching Guts and Maude. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds entertaining too. I mean, it does.
How am I blowing this?
I don't know. I'm not sure how you were even supposed to do it.
There we go. It's a short jump.
No, what?
Sometimes the long jump doesn't even cover the full distance. It can be very deceptive. I think it's
really
higher than it's long.
I'd say, is it a long jump though, or is it just like the other jump?
Do you know how Luigi had a higher jump?
Kind of. He was just taller, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think he would kick his legs more.
Yeah, he's a little more like... I always liked being Luigi.
My favorite ever is Waluigi. Because it's the laziest name ever.
Well, I mean, Wario.
Even Wario is like a little clever. But this is straight up Luigi.
Luigi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a full name like... Yeah. Wow, 149, under 2 minutes.
Not gonna happen.
I enjoy finishing early.
All right.
And not caring about how the other person enjoys themselves.
That's good.
Yeah.
You can talk and continue doing... Because you're good at that. You talk a lot. You feel dead air. Let me focus.
Maude was a sitcom. It was a spin-off from All in the Family. B. Arthur played Edith's cousin named Maude, and she was certainly a foil to the wonderful Carol O'Connor, who played Archie Bunker. And of course, Archie Bunker had a spin-off, Archie's Place. I think that sitcom holds the record, All in the Family, for the most spin-offs from it. Because they had Archie's Place, which wasn't that good. He owned a bar. I think Edith died. And then The Jeffersons was spun off from that. And Maude. And Maude was incredibly successful, as was The Jeffersons. So 2 out of 3 really ain't bad.
So it was a spin-off that was just really successful, right? That's what you're saying. That's good.
Well, I'm saying the initial sitcom was successful. And I can't think of another sitcom that had multiple sitcoms like that spun off from it.
Right.
I will have you know, you probably don't know this, Family Matters was a spin-off.
I didn't know that.
Because Harriet Winslow was the elevator doorman lady in the apartment of the TV show Perfect Strangers, starring the wonderful Bronson Pinchot and Mark Lynn Baker, 2 people who don't answer my tweets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but of course, and I don't even think you realize this, you know how Fresh Prince, they replaced the mom, they replaced Viv?
Right, yes, I do remember that.
They're like, nobody say anything.
Right, just pretend it's all normal, everything's normal.
The last season, Mary Jo Payton, who played Harriet Winslow, she ditched. She walked off the last season. Because that show was supposed to be all about her, and then it turned into Urkelmania.
Uh-huh.
And it was wrong, and I don't blame her.
Right. She just...
You're not going to finish any sentences, are you?
Nope. I start to talk, and then I
held for you, and then you're somewhere else.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
This is a long jumper.
Oh, yeah, I figured that out.
There we go. You're getting better. Yeah, Mary Jo Payton.
You getting better or bitter?
But I'll also say, I was at a comedy show, and I like talking about dead celebrities.
You like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
And I insinuated that Carl Winslow, Reginald Vell Johnson, had passed away, but he had not. But I think he's like 67, so like, You know what I mean? Like, give it a couple weeks. Nevertheless, and he's good. He's an underrated actor. And I talk about them a lot. I talked about them on this program, The Nobodies here, which is playing behind.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you! You did very well until this.
I did.
I was in your corner until you did this.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna hit me like some sort of MMA fighter or wrestler?
I'll shove you out.
How surprising!
Yeah.
Quelle surprise!
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't. I wish that it gave me like. It's like you just get
meaning life or this game.
This game. It's like win points and lose points.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how close you are. You can beat me by like 1,000 points, or you can beat me by 1. It's not gonna change. Oh,
right.
Okay. This is another Bungie game.
This is a similar game, but with different levels. So it'll be interesting to find the levels. Mm-hmm. Much as I try to find the levels socially when I speak to someone.
Right.
Like with you, maybe I'll veer into areas that upset you. You know what I mean? Who knows? Or maybe I'll talk in ways that you'll enjoy. You'll say he was a good person.
Yeah. You've done both of those things around.
Because I'm versatile.
Yes. You've got a lot of range. Come on!
I tell you, while we're talking about sitcoms, I have crushes collectively on sitcom casts. And I will say, you're ahead of me. For once in your life, what is going on here?
I don't know what's
I've got it back. Okay, I understand what's going on. I was very attracted to the cast of Taxi.
Never seen it.
The whole cast. Had a young Danny DeVito. Had a young Andy Kaufman.
Okay.
Had a young Christopher Lloyd. Do you know who Christopher Lloyd is? One thing he was in?
Nope. I can't do that with any actor, though. You could name any actor, and I can't.
Well, Christopher Lloyd was Doc Brown in Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
He was Uncle Fester in The Addams Family.
Yes.
He was also
I did know that.
the odd grifter evil guy in Dennis the Menace. Do you remember Dennis the Menace, the movie?
I didn't watch the movie.
Oh, the movie's dreadful. And it has the wonderful Walter Matthau in it. And Walter Matthau was in Grumpy Old Men with Jack Lemmon. And Grumpier Old Men, the sequel.
Right. Was he the one with the mustache?
In Dennis the Menace?
No, in Grumpy Old Men. Did he always have a mustache?
Sometimes he had a mustache, sometimes he didn't. I think he did have a mustache.
The face I'm seeing in my mind has a mustache.
He has a very droopy face, like almost like a
mustache?
Sure, in like a Vincent Price sense. Not in a way that I would be proud of it.
Oh, okay.
Not in a way that even like ironically, people would be like, ugh, that's just dirty and gross. It just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Have you tried?
I have nothing here.
Like, have you tried seriously though? Like, as an adult?
Seriously to grow a mustache?
Yeah.
Am I not ironic enough that I have to grow a mustache? You know? No, I don't beard very well at all. I don't have the bushiness. And maybe that's for the best. But luckily, I have a very handsome face, so I don't need to grow any accoutrement to hide it. When you got a jawline like this, who needs hair? You know?
That's what I always say.
Can you grow a mustache? No?
I never tried.
Even as a kid, you didn't have a little,
I
had a mustache since I was like, wow.
That's respectable.
That's very respectable.
Thank you.
Have you been practicing?
No.
You're a Guts gal. You're a big fan of this show. Let's talk about your childhood mustache. You never had anything?
No, I tried.
A little bit? Where you're like, wah. I had one since I was 12.
Yeah.
I had a mustache and braces, and I was a catch.
I was awkwardly tall before my time.
Right, now.
Well.
When is your time?
Well, as a child, I had a growth spurt before anyone else did, and it, like even the other girls.
Yes.
Just,
oh my God.
Yeah.
This towering woman.
Yes, it went from like I was a tiny child to all of a sudden I was just this gangly, lanky, awkward child.
And now you're like that,
gangly,
just an adult.
Lanky, awkward adult.
Yeah. So this is basically another. It is kind of
exactly
cheap in a
same.
sense. Yeah, that this is. Oh, there we go. This is the wrong.
So as a child, did you just play this over and over and over again, basically?
No. You know what? I only started playing this as an adult.
Oh, well. Even so.
There we are.
This is basically like. This is the platformer part of the game. Like, I totally get this.
You find this relatable.
Yeah, but there's only 2 versions of this obstacle course that I've seen so far. And I feel like that would get old.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. I don't think there's a hot playability on this.
But you recommended it so highly. This is like...
For us?
What was that super slide you just did?
A little jog on the slide. You don't do that in training?
I mean, yeah, but I didn't know you could do it in this game.
You don't have Norman Smiley teach you the run and slide?
He doesn't do the
I've seen you, may I say, I've seen you run and slide similarly in the ring.
You're right. I do a thing where I run and slide it and then knee them really hard.
So, you should find this relatable. How do you do it is the question.
It's true, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just happened.
It's not an easy thing to do.
It just happened one day.
I used to be a professional wrestler.
You used to be?
Yeah, I kind of grew out of it. I mean, I'm a song and dance man. I'm in the entertainment racket.
And now?
Yeah, and now I'm a song and dance man. Now I'm opening at Fort Lauderdale. I'm opening at the Pink Sands.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell everyone I'm going to get my plugs in. That's what I'm really doing here.
You tell them that. This is great.
Yeah, and then I'll be in Miami the 4th through the 16th.
Oh.
So I'm very excited to do that. It's kind of a one-man show, but I do characters.
Oh, could you give us like a little sample of one? Come on, just a tease. Come on, just a little.
Hey, lady! And that's the wonderful Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Whitaker gal. I had you pegged from the beginning. I hope I'm not pegged, I'll tell you that. So here, I think I am doing well, but the thing is, it's just a long course.
I have no context for this game.
You know, you're the one who's really supposed to be, while I'm playing, you're supposed to be holding up the bulk of the conversation.
No.
I feel like I'm doing double the work.
You are. That's why I have you on here, because you're good at this.
Right.
Yeah, you're really good at talking. And it's just, I'm new to having guests. I said that the first time that we played Serious Sam.
You've had guests.
I've had guests, but
you've had,
not ones like you.
No, you mean not ones so well spoken. You've had the rough gals. right?
Yeah, but we just play the games together. We find games that
you just play the game.
We argue with each other, or we work together, or
work together.
Yeah. Sometimes that's it. Yeah, and we're gonna play games like that too.
We're gonna play games like that. Oh, look at this! 2:49 under 3 minutes.
Under 3 minutes. No freaking way, man.
Not too shabby.
All right, I'm ready.
What celebrity voice was that?
I don't know. What
Not
was that?
too shabby.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that said the dead celebrity.
Never heard that voice in my life.
Well.
Oh. You ever jump in the fountain at a mall?
I never jumped in them, but I've been like compelled to.
You thought about it?
Yeah.
You ever go to the second floor of a mall and like lean over the rail and look down and you'd be like, if I was to spit, or if I was to like fall, like how would I protect myself? You ever do those like extreme thoughts?
Yes.
Where you're like, there's a horrible, you gotta jump on the pole. Don't be a big shot.
Wait. Okay. I'll take help.
You ever
I got it.
Maybe beyond assistance at this point. Long jump. Okay, now you gotta jump from. No!
What do you mean? I just wanted to try the long jump, okay?
You stray from the formula and you pay the price.
I'm trying to innovate.
Yeah, well, we all can innovate. You know what I mean? Sometimes a light bulb is a light bulb. What are you doing? Go back. Go back. Yeah,
I got it.
And now you can jump from there.
Is it
long jump? Yeah, look at the distance.
Oh
there you
go. Okay.
Lady.
Long. Short?
Short. But you gotta hold. You gotta
Terrible.
Catch it.
Terrible. Okay.
Catch it.
Yeah, we'll see. What's the...
No, I was gonna say, you ever think of those thoughts, like, there's a part of me that's like, you know what? If a car came at me, I think I would know how to take it.
Yeah. I've definitely, like, crossing a street and I see cars, I'm like, you know, I would react.
I would roll up.
Yeah, I would react.
I would roll up the hood. I'm prepared. You gotta go a little farther back. There you go. Yeah, because you cover a little distance. You're at an incline. Nope, you're not listening. I can't watch it. I can't do this.
Okay. Got it. And now I gotta get this shit ready.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I actually misspoke.
Yes.
I thought of another sitcom that had 2 spin-offs.
Okay.
Three's Company had 2 spin-offs. One was The Roper, and both did horribly. One was The Ropers, and then one, John Ritter ended up meeting a girl the last season, and they did, I can't remember the name of it, that's how bad it was.
Okay.
But it's a real shame. So, I know that was bothering you, and hopefully now that you know this information,
it's
you'll do a little better. I think it's a long one. You just gotta grab.
Definitely grabbing.
Try the short one.
It's like
he
like launches when I do the short jump that way. I don't know why he doesn't jump up.
You have to push the up button with confidence.
I have no problem grabbing these.
I think technically you're doing fine. You just don't have the mental. You know what I mean?
This is new, okay? I'm
playing games? This is your channel.
No, this is
different games. It's a platformer. It's my thing.
It is. No, this is more.
Oh, you don't.
Short jumps, definitely not.
And do the long jump. What do you want from me? There you go. Hit the other way. Yeah, there you go.
I want answers. You've already. I'm like already not. Down? Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, very close.
I'm scared. Down. I just want to beat it before the time limit goes. That's all. That's all I want to do. I don't care about. Oh Jesus.
Keep going. Just keep going.
Oh God. I didn't even see
There's that running slide you're not for.
I did. That's gonna be my thing.
Now, here's a fun question. What's your favorite sitcom? Turntable's on you.
Well...
Let me say, maybe, would you consider yourself, you're from Kentucky?
Yes.
Is that considered the South?
Not really. Kentucky is...
Don't look at me, please. Play the game.
Sorry, it's in the middle. It's a border state. Yeah.
So you wouldn't consider yourself, you don't listen to Leonard Skinner?
I don't really like country music that much. It's not my favorite genre of music. I don't hate all of it.
So you don't consider yourself a Southerner?
No. When people say Southerner, they kind of think of like the Southern Belle, like a bit further south than Kentucky. Right.
So you don't disagree about who won the Civil War? Is what I'm asking, right?
Right.
Okay. So I was going to suggest this. Someone do have a slight twang, if I may be so bold. You remind me of the wonderful Brett Butler, who was, of course, Grace Under Fire, the wonderful sitcom. Nothing?
No, never watched it. No, I never watched it.
You ever watch, let's see if you're Southern. Here, you ever watch Mama's Family?
No.
Oh, what?
None of, like, TV was not a huge...
So what is your favorite sitcom?
As an adult, I did, at one point in my life when I was in college and working, like...
Saved by the Bell, the college years.
No, oh God, what happened?
Oh, you got the time.
I got the time.
You.
I thought it was a mistake. I watched a lot of Seinfeld because I got off work, I don't know, whatever time in the evening, and it was always on when I got home.
Do you know the original name of the Seinfeld show?
No.
It's called The Seinfeld Chronicles.
Oh.
This is a long jump, as you can perhaps glean.
I'm doing good. I'm really happy with this, actually.
Do you have a favorite episode?
Wait. Nope.
No, keep going.
Down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought
We're running out of time.
Yeah. I don't know that that I have a favorite episode. There's definitely some good jokes.
Yeah,
I still do the belly button. I still do the belly button voice all the time, and no one knows what I'm talking about.
Hello.
Yeah, I do that one.
Oh, that was a Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello.
No, well, yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah,
I put my face in a cake. Hello.
That's
hello. It's some other guy.
Yeah, that's you got a good Jerry. Yeah, you got a good.
All right, this is the Aggro Crash. So this is like just a super platformer. It's the same thing.
It's the same. It's just another obstacle course.
If you would just,
sorry.
You're breathing on me. Thank you.
I'm sweating from the obstacle course.
Now.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see.
Sure. It's from the obstacle.
Yeah. What about you? Favorites?
Of Seinfeld?
Yeah.
There's 2 episodes. I mean, you know, everyone loves the Merv Griffin episode when Kramer has the fake talk show. Oh Lord. I have 2 really favorite moments. I love the Ziggy comic episode where Elaine gets the Ziggy comic guy. She doesn't understand why it's funny.
Right.
And she goes to the guy, and that guy, what's my, okay.
I see the arrow.
There we go. That guy was Mr. Benedict in the Jeffersons. See how it all comes full circle? No. This life we're living?
I mean, I imagine they're all actors. They're probably in a lot of things, right? Like
yeah, but I mean, I'm connecting the dots here, and I'm trying to make an interesting program for your viewers. Pardon me.
No, I appreciate it.
Trying to put a little effort here.
For their sake. But for me, I don't.
You don't.
I don't. Yeah, it's just all fascinating information that is stuck in your head for some reason. Like
I like the Mel Torme episode where Kramer goes to the dentist. Remember that? And his face is all numb?
Yes. Yes.
What else do I
That's what I remember is like the gags, not like what episode it was. I just remember certain funny parts of certain
You know what? Oh, that's the other one I was going to say. And this is my favorite episode, and my favorite one-episode character is Bookman, the library cop.
Yes.
There's no better monologue in that show. And that was like their 3rd episode or something.
What was the monologue?
Listen here, Joy Boy. He was accusing him of not returning the book, and
after
you know,
so many years.
You know how you get your kicks. The whole thing is beautiful. It really is, and it was wonderfully acted. Yes.
See, I'm watching the course. I'm studying. You got platforms that go in and out here. There's a lot going on. You're not really explaining either. You have to jump on these things.
Well, I was also trying to... There we go. You literally just have to jump on the alarms. That grate there.
2 minutes?
You're done.
Wow.
2:05. Not bad at all.
If I happen to beat
You're not getting
your time...
Come on, lady.
If I happen to beat your time, though, it wouldn't even matter. I would not win it at this point.
I don't know. If you may do it incredibly well.
Yeah, but it's not gonna matter.
It may.
I don't have enough points.
Don't sell yourself short.
Jump.
I think the only way you would have won is if literally you completed this course and I didn't. Right?
That's not what happened.
Hey, what happened? There we are. You're doing fine. Watch out for the falling water from the mole fountain.
What voice is that?
Hey, what happened?
Yeah.
It's the wonderful Fred Willard from A Mighty Wind, the Christopher Guest film.
Yes.
You've seen it.
I've seen it.
Oh, look at you.
I have seen that one. I like
boning up on your comedic
I got a lot of catching up to do, and I have spent a lot of my adult life trying to...
Doing actual stuff. Which is why I don't find you relatable. Oh.
Yeah, yes.
I'm like, why are you fighting?
Yeah.
And wrestling?
I didn't watch
at high levels?
No!
Okay,
there was nothing to go. There was nothing to
Don't
swing
worry
on.
about it. Keep moving.
I really thought I found the secret, and I didn't. I got lucky and grabbed it. It was just, oh my god.
Isn't that like life? This is a long jump here, dude.
Thank you. Okay, alright. What were these bouncing goo balls in the show? I don't remember.
No, but it was very, there may be some slime happening. Nickelodeon was always known for the slime.
I need to go.
Yeah, you gotta get 3 before you go to 4.
I totally skipped.
Baby steps. It's very tricky, that jump. Sometimes you overshoot it. You feel like you're gonna fall off the edge.
And did you?
I think I have before. You just.
I don't really care about the slime. It doesn't.
You get green balled.
It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't hurt me.
What?
It doesn't do anything.
It's reducing your stamina.
Is it though? Because I can just stand here and I get my stamina back.
Yeah, you rest. Isn't that like in all those new games where it's like you can't run for too long?
Yeah.
Like Mario could run as long as he wanted. Imagine if they gave Mario stamina.
Yeah.
It would take you 40 minutes to complete a level.
Do you remember in Dreadhalls? That's how it was?
Yeah, and
I was
it was
like, you
terrible.
can sprint, and then he's tired.
I was this out of shape man.
Yeah.
I guess a man. I was just this out of shape pair of hands.
Yes.
But at least I had my lamp.
That scared you. Your own hands scared you.
Yes, and my own hands still scared me.
Wow!
Look at you! I am impressed. I mean, with your performance, not overall. But specifically, I'm impressed. Let's see what the scores are.
And
not bad at all. 1925 and 775.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm
it's
happy
good.
with that.
You're happy. But let's see the victory screen.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're so proud of your performance that you're perhaps a gracious loser in this sense.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You know?
I'm trying.
Yeah, you weren't the game winner, but you were the best version of you.
That's right.
Isn't that something?
Yes, that's very nice.
Look at how gracious you are, applauding me, and I'm going, thank you,
yes,
thank you.
Can you do this?
As I jump in the pool, look at Cecile.
Cecile.
Big Cess.
That's great. That's great.
Look at that.
And this
And
guy
it's almost like, look at this, right?
That's it.
And you're applauding now?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good
Don't
job.
block my face here on the camera.
Sorry.
Lower it a little. Look at how low his is.
Yeah, he's
Have
right.
you no camera sense?
There it is.
Roma sense. Hold it. Hold it. Keep holding.
This is really hard.
Can't you hear the climax? You can just hold your hands like that. Just freeze. Just freeze.
The grace is fading.
There we go. That was fun.
Good job.
Good job to you. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on my show.
Thanks for the great conversation.